Good morning, children. How are you all today? Now, this morning we're going to talk about going on a journey. Now, if you were going for a walk in the countryside and you didn't know where you were going, you might want to take your compass, or you might want to take a map so you didn't get lost. Or if you were going in the car, you might want to take your sat-nav, which would give you directions. Sometimes when you're setting off on a journey and we don't know where we're going, you follow signs, and you see signs like this on the motorway. Now, we're all on a journey. Jesus said, "I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life." And it's good to follow someone who knows where they're going. So we're going to listen to the story, and Jesus is going to tell us where he's going.
Jesus was spending some time with his friends. A few days later, as they walked together, Jesus told his friends, "It's time for me to go home to my Father." They all looked worried. And then they remembered what Jesus had told them before he died. "There's a place for you. I'll get it ready," Jesus had said. "You know the way." Thomas, one of his disciples, had panicked. "I don't know the way to get there." "Yes, you do," Jesus had said. "I am the way and the truth and the life." When at last they reached the top of the highest hill near Jerusalem, Jesus turned to them and said, "Go everywhere and tell everyone the happy news. Tell them I love them so much that I died for them. It's the truth that overcomes the terrible lie. God loves his children. Yes, he really does." Suddenly the whole sky was filled with a dazzling light. "Now everyone can come home to God," Jesus said. "Death is not the end of you. You can live forever with your Father in heaven, because I have rescued the whole world."
3, 2, 1, go.
So today's story was about Jesus being the only way. So we have made signposts and a compass out of gingerbread. And John Hobson's desperate for me to say it. Here's one we made earlier. Okay, so today we're trying the first New Life Church's cookery channel. We are going to be making some gingerbread. So continuing with this, the theme that Jesus is the way, we're going to be making signposts and a compass. First of all, I've measured a few ingredients out already. So we've got 100 grams of golden syrup in our saucepan. We're going to add 50 grams of unsalted butter and 100 grams of soft brown sugar. And we're going to put that on a low heat and melt. Okay. In a large bowl, we're going to measure 225 grams. We're going to measure 225 grams of plain flour. Some scales. 225. I'm going to have this is why it's the first. Maybe the only. As well as our flour, we've got 2 teaspoons of bicarbonate of soda. I'm just going to put in my big bowl here. I'm going to put half a teaspoon of salt. How am I measuring? Is that flour? Did you know this? Yeah. I'm going to add this to the flour and then we'll sieve it all in together. So it's half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Be quite generous. put a bit too much in. And one heaped teaspoon of ginger. Okay, so plenty of ginger. There we go. Okay, and we're going to sieve that all into the bowl. Stir my butter mixture and make sure that's all melting nicely. So we've got butter, syrup and sugar in the saucepan. Once that's melted, we'll add that to our flour mixture and stir it all together to make our dough. I didn't say at the beginning, please wash your hands before you start cooking, that's the most important. We have washed our hands. Okay, so we've melted our sugar, syrup and butter, and we're going to add that to our flour mixture and stir it all in. You should leave that to cool actually for a couple of minutes just to cool down, but I didn't do that. The next thing to do, the gingerbread dough needs to cool in the fridge for about half an hour. So once I've got this all mixed in, I'm going to form it into a ball, wrap it in cling film and put it in the fridge for half an hour. Okay, so there's our cling film. Down there. Okay, now mine's quite warm because I didn't let the butter cool down, so it might just need to stay out in the kitchen for a few minutes to cool down properly, and then it can go in the fridge, so put it in the fridge while it's hot. One, and we'll be back with you in a minute with the next part. Okay, we're back again. So our dough has been chilling in the fridge for half an hour. Next thing to do is to turn your oven on. So get your grown up to do this, be careful because it's hot. So ours is a fan oven, so it's 170 on that, or 190. I think that's, let me just check. It's about gas mark 5, just so you know that. Okay, so we're going to just put a bit of flour down on our surface. I've got a good non-stick mat here, which helps, but not too much flour, but a bit of flour just to help your rolling pin certainly not to stick to your dough. Okay, we're going to take the dough out of the cling film. We're going to roll that to about 1/4 of an inch thick, so about a centimetre thereabouts, maybe a bit less than that. So Lucy's going to roll that out for us. Make sure you keep your rolling pin well floured so it doesn't stick. Please forget to take your dough out of the fridge after half an hour. It might just be a bit harder, so you might just need to leave it a little while to get back to room, get back a little bit warmer and easier to handle. So this isn't too bad at the moment. It's cracking around the edges, but it's going to do that, so don't worry about that. Just get that bit. Just about there now. Okay. Doesn't make loads, but it's enough. Okay. Just to say, if you can either grease or put some baking paper on a large baking sheet as well. Have that prepared. Okay, so I'm just going to take over. We're going to cut out our shapes now. So our first one for the compass is the circle. Now Lucy has done a brilliant job and made a template for you, which is attached onto this video. So if you want the actual sizes and shapes that I've used, then go for it, print the template out. But I haven't got that luxury, and I didn't have that luxury when I made these, so I'm just gonna show you what I did, and feel free to use whatever you've got around the house to make your shape. So I'm using this bowl to cut around. I'm also using a pizza cutter because I find it a bit easier. I think it's also a little safer than using a sharp knife, but do get a grown-up to help you as well with this, because even the pizza cutter is quite sharp. So just be very careful. I'm just going to cut all the way around the bowl. You've got, maybe, I don't know whether they do cutters, round cutters that big, but maybe you've got one. If not, a large scone cutter would be okay. So there's our circle. I'm going to put that over onto the baking sheet. Okay. The other shapes that we're doing are these. Let's put my fingers all over Lucy's hand here. Okay, so we're doing the signpost shape, and for this I literally just guessed. So I cut 2 parallel lines and then made an arrow at one end and cut the straight line at the other. But like I say, the template is available if you want to use the exact shape and size that we've used. One signpost. They will expand slightly in the oven, so don't worry. When they come out of the oven, they're not going to be quite as sharp around the edges. It doesn't matter because you can ice them. Okay, so Lucy's just going to roll that out again because we've still got lots left. Cut this next one out. Okay, the other pieces we need to make are the star shape, 4-pointed star, and your compass needle. So do that now. Okay, so the 4-pointed star, again, I didn't have a template for this, but what I did do, if I can find it, I forgot to get it out my drawer earlier. Okay, so what I did is I used my large icing nozzle, but anything small around is fine. And I just pressed that a little bit into the dough, not all the way down, but enough to make a mark in it. And then I use that to draw some triangles up there. They're not perfect, really important not to cut all the way through with your circle in the middle, otherwise that'll just fall off. Okay, and the other bit you need to make is your needle. So again, all I did was cut. To make it too wide, it's too burly. You've got kind of that shape, two triangles joined together. Okay, so we're going to put those in the oven now for about 10 minutes. So the oven's preheated, so it is hot. Make sure your grown-up does this bit. Thanks, Lace. Okay, and now we wait for 10 to 15 minutes depending on your oven. Okay, so the final part of our gingerbread is decorating. It's the fun bit. Now, the thing with gingerbread is that you can't always tell what it's going to be like when it comes out of the oven. So ours have gone a bit distorted this time, so don't worry. You can just decorate it so you won't be able to tell. So we're going to start with the star on mine. This is going to decorate one of the signposts. So we've got the tubes of ready icing, which are just a little bit easier, but you can always make up some water icing, which we'll be using as well, but you can make it different colours if you want, just by adding food colouring. Or you can even use butter icing if you've got a grown-up that likes making that, or you might like making that. Decorate with these whatever colours you want. I've gone for blue for the star just because when I've looked at pictures of compasses, they've got some of them this nice blue on the star. Just going to use the end of the tube to fill in the gaps. Sort of paint with it. So we did wash our hands again before this stage, so I'm stressing that's important that you wash your hands before every stage of this process. Okay. This is a little bit haphazard and not quite as neat as it could be, I'm sure. You can do this job. When you decorate your signposts, obviously we've been talking about Jesus being the way, the truth and the life. So if you can share something on your signpost about Jesus being one way or the only way, then that's great. And please share whatever you've made on our Facebook page or alongside this video in the comments. We'd love to see what you've made. Okay. Doesn't matter too much about this middle bit that it's come out more of a square than a circle, because we're going to stick the needle on it anyway. So I'm just going to leave that start like that. And do the needle. So I'm going to do half red, again just kind of doing it roughly and then spreading it out with the nozzle. And then the other half is going to be white. circle in the middle of that one. There you've got your needle. Now we need to put our needle on the star, so I'm just going to put a blob of whatever icing you want, no matter, just to use as glue. And I'm just going to pop that on and press it down a little bit. Okay. Now here's our main part of the compass, and for this, just going to put, in fact this one's come out quite a bit bigger than this one, so maybe I used a different bowl, so that's why you've got your template. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So on this one I'm just going to write the compass references: north, south, east, west. Make sure I did that the right way around for the camera. So N for north, S for south, east, and west, and then I also did northwest, northeast, southeast, and southwest. Alright, and then the final part is to stick your star onto your compass. Again, just grab any of these. Just stick a big dollop in the middle, and that should be enough to stick it in place. Now, this is where I cover up half my writing by sticking this on, but it doesn't matter. You know what it says. Just going to pop that on. Try and get your star so it goes north, south, east, west. Although our star's a bit wonky, so it doesn't matter. Okay, and there's your finished product. Holding that on just in case it falls off. Alright, just to show you another trick, the way we did this one was to use some icing sugar mixed with water. Water icing, it takes quite a lot of icing sugar for only a tiny amount of water, so don't go mad with the water, just a tiny bit in your bowl, and then keep adding icing sugar until you get quite a thick consistency. And then what the easiest thing to do is draw around. I used the white to start with, drew around to give you your frame, so you can get your main shape with that. And you do this quickly, so. And then I just filled it with this and spread it out, and having drawn the frame on already, it sort of stops it from spilling. Oh, that's the idea, that it won't spill too much over the edge. When you do this, you will just need to leave it to dry for a few minutes until you can write on it, but then you can use the pens or whatever icing you've chosen to use on top. I'm just going to spread that out. Just using a baby spoon to do this, but use whatever you've got in the kitchen. That's completely filled. Takes from the wipe off. Alright, and then we'll need to leave that to dry. So I'm showing you Lucy's artwork here. So one way Jesus. We've got Jesus the only way. And again one way Jesus. please, as I said, put your results in the comments. We'd love to see them. Hope you enjoyed that, and you never know, we may be cooking again. Enjoy.
Jesus said, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me.